Welcome. I'm B. Today we are doing an in-depth reading, but it's a little bit special. So we are going to do a pick 3 reading where you will choose your pile and then check the video description for the timestamp for that group's reading. The reason this is so special is we are inviting your ancestors in to offer messages. And this is a timeless message, meaning that, it'll find you when you are in the vibration to receive these messages. But at the time that we are channeling, we are right in the window between Samhain and the full moon in Taurus. So we have a really beautiful opportunity to receive really clear messages from the ancestors because we are still in a thin veil environment. And then we also have the power of this beautiful super full moon to reveal anything that your ancestors would like for you to become aware of within your own life, anything that they would like to acknowledge that's happening within your life. I asked for like symbols and signs to help you like choose your pile, and what they asked for instead was offerings. So we have some offerings for the ancestors. Pile 1, we have these beautiful roses, and like low key, they're not that beautiful. They're wilting. Their beauty lies in the fact that it is November and I just pulled this off of my rose bush today. Especially, after Samhain. Samhain is third harvest, and it is really appreciating the beauty of whatever is left on the vine. So even the wilty roses, like the fact that this is in full bloom is honestly incredible. I'm in a place where it starts getting cold in early October, and these are just such a really special kind of miraculous thing to happen in my garden. So we are offering these to the ancestors today. So maybe if you have an ancestor that was very into gardening, loved roses, loved flowers, I'm feeling also like even loved cooking. There's a culinary energy here too, like herbs. And then for our stone, we have it's just a clear quartz magician's pendant, but specifically jewelry. So jewelry was sort of the symbol that they were offering for group 1. Group 2, we have some tobacco. We have some fresh tobacco, and well, not fresh out of a cigar, fresh out of a blunt. And then we have a jade skull. And then for our third pile, we have a little bit of red wine and some dark chocolate and a seashell. They also would like to offer sounds and smells, but that will happen in the individual readings as we shuffle. So go ahead and choose your pile 1, 2, or 3, and then check the video description, and I will see you in your reading. All right, welcome group 1. All right, I invite you to kind of take a breath and call your energy into this moment with me. And any ancestors of yours that would like to come through, we invite you now into this safe and sacred space. We are burning eucalyptus, if that is significant for you. Okay. All right, so we're going to start with our oracle cards. We're also going to pull tarot cards, of course. As always, take what resonates and leave what doesn't, because this is a collective reading and multiple messages are coming through for multiple people. Oh, okay. Messages. What messages do you have for this collective today? Any other cards from this deck? Okay. What is your message for our collective today? Oh. Oh, wow. Okay. 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 Let's get some tarot cards. And we invite... Oh, okay. We invite the ancestors to offer any other signs that you will know who they are. Sounds, smells. Oh, humming lullabies. Feels like humming for soothing. Feels like rocking a baby. And they have me like tapping on my chest. Just like right over my heart space. And like feeling like maybe some congestion for you. I wonder if you've been sick. This just feels like something that they're acknowledging. Also hearing wind chimes. The color yellow. Also like nighttime sounds. I'm hearing like summery kind of nighttime crepuscular noises, you know, like grasshoppers or crickets, frogs. Any messages from this deck for this collective? Group one, group one, group one. Any messages from this deck? Go one more through. Any messages from this deck? Nope, no messages from that deck for today. Any messages from this deck? They are pulling me immediately to a completely different deck that I don't even have out. Hold on one second. Okay. Any messages from this deck? Any other messages from this deck? Okay. All right, let's scooch up a little bit and see if we can get all your cards in frame so you can see what we're working with. Okay. Situating here. Getting a feel for the energy. Feeling like red hair is significant. Just observing right off the bat, we have red hair, red hair, red hair, red hair. It's like a blondish, strawberry blondish. So this feels like acknowledging that there is something significant going on in your life, something that is kind of making you feel or disconnected, feeling disconnected from your life. We have awakening, align your life, and the great gathering. So feeling like you've been pulled in a completely different direction. Something like feeling a really powerful call to, maybe it's not even a call actually. Feels like it's not a call yet. It's just an awareness. It's coming into the awareness that there's more going on beneath the surface, and there's more going on that you were just like not aware of. You were just like kind of going through the motions of your life, and something having happened to cause your subconscious to open up. I'm getting like a sort of interesting rhythm here of it's like in the awakening. So when you become aware of your own power over your own life, what it does is it like shatters the illusion that anyone else ever had power over you. But also in that shattering, it makes you feel powerless. And it's feeling like you are in this space of like kind of vacillating in between feeling kind of hopeless, like not knowing how you fit into your own life anymore. And it probably isn't all of that. Like it probably isn't all that serious. Like it's feeling intense for me. But it might just, I mean, this might not, I feel like it sounds so like dramatic to say it that way. And when probably this is just something that you're handling internally, something that you are going through on your own. And I wonder if that's part of, like, I'm feeling just strongly like there's a shattered illusion. Maybe the people around you are not who you thought they were. But they are. It's you. You are not who you thought you were. And now you're like having a little bit of a difficult time figuring out how you fit in with your circle of people. Because it's like, in the awareness, in the awakening, you can't go back. Like you can't unsee what you've seen. You can't go back to sleep. You can't go back to being like ignorant. Like now that you have this awareness, it is like you're just in the space of figuring out what that means for you. It feels like because we have the Great Gathering here. It's all coming together, and specifically Soul Tribe. So if you are feeling disconnected from the people in your life, the reason for that feels like you fit in with them when you were pretending to be who you thought you were. Now that you know who you are, or now that you have learned at least that there's more to you than what you've been presenting to the world, like there's a depth and an authenticity, like your essence is kind of like bubbling up and wanting to come through. But the thing that's wanting to bubble up and come through is like uncharacteristic of the person that you've been like up until this point. It's like when you, like, I love the shattered face because it really is like unmasking. It really is about you allowing yourself to just be who you are now. For so many people, it takes many years. It takes maybe a lifetime to get to who you really are. And for you, it's something that happened very quickly. And the reason for that is because, like, at this time, there is a great gathering. I feel strongly like you have starseed energy. This may be your first lifetime on Earth, where it doesn't feel all that comfortable. It feels a little dense. It feels a little confusing. And it feels like everyone's playing pretend. That's what this feels like. It feels like you just woke up to realize that everyone is pretending to be something they're not. And so are you. So like, I feel like the call here, the guidance from ancestors, is to allow yourself to just worry about you. Not worry in the like worry, but like just like kind of stay in your lane. As you uncover these pieces of yourself and as you bring more of your authentic self into your relationships, into your job, like right now it feels like you might think that you have to leave those things. Like you have to leave the relationship, you have to leave the job. Those things aren't true. You can stay where you are and trust that as you allow yourself to be different, those things will also shift like with you. There's sometimes an energy where like we start to shift and it pushes things away. And this is not what's happening. Like your awakening is almost like the catalyst for everyone around you's awakening. So a lot of times when we get into readings like this, the message is like, it's okay if you don't vibe with your circle. It's okay if you're not getting along with your friends. Like you're going to find new ones. You'll come back together if the time is right. And this isn't that, like, that's not this for you. This feels like you get to keep your relationships. Like you get to stay with the people you care about. They accept you for who you're becoming. They love this for you because they see like how you light up and lighten up. Like this is a lot of work to maintain a facade. And when you drop the mask, when you drop all of the pretenses, it allows you to retain so much of your own energy. And it gives you like a brightness and a lightness that other people like can't help but notice, but then also without realizing it, without noticing it, like they start to shift with you. Like your light lights up others. And also feeling like, so here, let's get into our tarot cards, because it's feeling like you have a lot on your shoulders. It feels like you take care of people, especially in the Queen of Pentacles energy. Feels like you maybe take care of yourself. Maybe you are a single parent. And this feels like the end of that balance, because there's so much. So we have 10 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, and Queen of Pentacles. And I'm really drawn to the it doesn't feel so much like a financial juggling act. It feels like physical. You like coming out of the space like where you're just done. You're done pretending, you're done having anxiety, like you're done having all of these thoughts that are not serving you. Like you are over hurting yourself or allowing yourself to work so hard that it costs you all of your energy, because that's what this is feeling like here. Like feeling like you have to keep up appearances, or that you have to keep pace, or you have to, like there's an energy of like always feeling behind. And maybe it is partially like financial, but mostly it's physical. It's like your body, like there's a toll. There's a toll being taken on your body. And part of the awakening is to realize that all of these extra worries, anxieties, fears, like the further you look into the future, the more of your energy it zaps. And it takes your power out of the present moment where you have the ability to shape what comes next. So it feels like being completely over what anyone else thinks of you, being completely done with trying to be someone that you're not. And also acknowledging, like, I feel like in our Two of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, feeling or like getting to a space where you acknowledge your own physical needs. So maybe you have not been like prioritizing your health. Maybe you have not been prioritizing your breaks or your vacations or spending time outside. Like there's just very basic things that this new awakened version of you is going to need to do to take care of your physical body. And there are things that have always been there, you just were unconscious to them. So now that they have come up to the surface, you find like this really, it feels like testing it out. It feels like a rhythm of like testing out what works for your body, what works for your nervous system, what are your needs, what are your preferences. Because in the taking care of other people, and even if it's not children, even if it's a relationship, like there's an element of taking care of someone else's practical needs before you take care of your own. And that's just been the way of it. And I feel like the energy strongly coming through from this ancestor is that you learned it from them, that you learned how to take care of other people from them. So this is someone who likely took care of you. And maybe that's why they're acknowledging kind of like if you were sick, or, and that won't be for everybody, but if you were feeling sick, if you were having to take care of yourself, feels like they may have previously been a caretaker, or they took care of people, maybe a nurse, getting like a nurse energy also. But they're like kind of like, it's kind of like a bittersweet smile where they're like, yeah, they learned that from me, like how to take care of everyone else first, how to feed everyone else first, how to put everyone else to bed, how to make sure everybody has what they need, gets where they need to go. And like your priorities are just, it doesn't, like you have physical needs, your body has needs. And this, you're in a time in your life where there's like this impasse where you have to start taking care of those things, because it's going to put you in a position otherwise where you can't take care of anyone. If you aren't taking care of yourself, then you're just not at your best to take care of the people around you. And it passes that along. So whoever you're taking care of, they might not, be conscious of it in the moment, but they are observing and they are absorbing. So if you're taking care of them without taking care of yourself, a day will come when they will do the same. they will take care of other people instead of taking care of themselves. It's up to you to break this pattern. And it's something, you know, we talk about patterns and generational stuff, but it's not, this is one of like the sweetest patterns to break, because it's a beautiful energy to want to take care of your family or to want to take care of your loved ones. It comes from a place of pure love. But the energy coming through, the message of, you know, the message from your ancestors right now is that you don't have to sacrifice your well-being to ensure someone else's well-being. The two go together. When you learn to take care of yourself, and you are, when you're feeling free to express that you take good care of yourself, that you love yourself, it gives permission to the people that you are taking care of for them to do exactly the same for themselves. When the day comes that you no longer take care of them, they will remember how you took care of yourself, and that's what they will do for themselves. So, okay, where to go from here? We have the Seven of Cups and the Oak King and the Queen of Athames. So this is the Hanged Man and the Queen of Swords. And I really love this playful sort of energy in the Seven of Cups. It, like the head position is almost exactly the same as our Align Your Life card. And it feels like you pick up the pieces of this. See how this is like broken apart? The essence of you is not broken apart. It's just that mask that has broken apart. And it feels like you move through this very quickly. Like you're like kind of instantly in a space where you're like, this is just me. This is just me, and this is just who I am, and I'm figuring it out too. And I'm sorry if that's disorienting. I'm sorry if you're uncomfortable, but I'm figuring it out too. And taking like a really lighthearted approach to what comes next. Butterfly. So you have plenty of time. If there is, because there is often in the Two of Pentacles, the energy of feeling like you don't have enough time, or you don't have enough resources. There's a sense of urgency sometimes. And in our Oak King, it feels like, you know, as you're exploring options, as you're kind of figuring out what to do with your new energy or how to move through it, it really is just about being present. It really is about being in the moment. And you can do that with meditation. You can do that with journaling. You can also do that with like just being outside for a little bit. Like literally stop and smell the roses. Like just take a moment to detach from anything that just happened and anything that's going to happen, and just go outside and like touch the grass or touch a tree, like touch something in nature. Just experience the sensory. The senses. Use your senses to pull yourself into the moment. And the more moments you have of that, so let's say if it's just a couple a day. So if you're not a meditator, if you're not a big, like, sit and breathe for 20 minutes kind of person, if you can just find a few moments of presence where you pull all of your energy back into this moment. If you can just do that a few times a day, it gives you all of the clarity that you need. I feel like that's why we're ending with our Queen of Swords. And also she's cutting flowers, like she's arranging flowers. So maybe there is like a strong energy of something with flowers or aromatherapy, gardening, being outside, having plants around you. That feels also important because plants will pull any negative energy. And as you're like moving through this big energy that you're moving through, you are, without realizing it, you are like sloughing off like a bunch of old stagnant energy, like energetic like vibrational pieces of this mask that has shattered. They keep sloughing off. And if you have a plant nearby, a plant in the rooms that you are most often in, the plant will absorb that and take it into the dirt as fertilizer. You can also keep crystals around you, selenite, Himalayan salt, something to like pull the negative energy off of you, because it feels like you are going through a really big purge, a purge of all of the energy that is not yours. These are specifically irises. I feel like irises might be significant for you in relation to this ancestor. Any other messages? Any other messages for group 1 from their ancestors? Let's get an animal spirit. We invite these ancestors to send us an animal spirit. Oh my goodness, frog spirit, clear out the clutter. Clear out the clutter. And that's what we were just talking about, right? Like sloughing off old energy, energetic debris, just like letting go of everything that isn't yours, everything that isn't true, everything that isn't authentic. Frog could also be a symbol. Feeling like a little, like a figurine, or maybe even like a tattoo. Frog is a symbol for you. That also lines up with our like leap, like, because what this feels like is something, it just happens so fast. It's interesting to see because it, like for most people, I feel like it takes a long time to, once you like have your awakening, it really takes a long time to go through the healing process and like uncover stuff and sift through stuff. And you just like, it's like you unzip it and step out of it like it was a full costume, and you're like, oh wait, that's not me anymore. And you like literally like leap. You actually like quantum leap into your true self. It's amazing. Like it's just a really powerful, beautiful energy. Really powerful energy, like across the board, especially like with the queens. Do you even know how strong you are? Do you even know how strong you are? Question from the ancestors. Do you know how much you've overcome? Do you know how much that you have survived? Do you know how much it's taken to get you to this specific point in your life? And they're just appreciating you. They're appreciating where you are. You are the culmination of so many lifetimes of work for them. Because this, in our soul gathering, you know, this is not just an ancestor that was, you know, an ancestor in this lifetime. This feels like someone who has been through many lifetimes with you. Like you are in a collective energy together. Like there's a soul bond. Anything else? Anything I missed? Did I miss anything today, Spirit? It's worth mentioning, it's worth touching on financial problems. So for some of you, there has been a very tight budget. It feels like that is coming to an end. And the reason for it is just in the opening up of your energy. So, you know, everything is vibrational. And in one area in your life, if you are all bunched up, it will negatively impact all of the other areas of your life. So for example, if you have a really great relationship, if you feel really connected spiritually, if you feel really okay about your body, if you feel good about most things in your life except money, when you feel negative about one area of your life, it will start to negatively impact the other areas of your life. But it works the opposite way too. If you have one negative part of your life, let's say money, and you have other things in other areas of your life that are going really well, the more you focus on them and the more you appreciate them, the money situation like naturally resolves itself, because your vibration like just naturally raises. The more you find to appreciate and the more you find to love and give your loving attention to, the more you find yourself feeling joyful and hopeful and optimistic and expansive, the more that joyful energy can expand and open the channel for more money to come in. And that does feel counterintuitive, right? Like it feels urgent when you have rent due or you have money due right now and you're like, well, what am I supposed to do? Like go be happy about my dog? I'm supposed to go play with my dog when I have all of these bills piling up? Yeah, yes is the answer. Go play with your dog. Go see a movie with a friend. Go find any aspect of your life that you are enjoying and lean into that, and like the money just resolves itself. So interesting. Okay. That is our ancestor message for you. I hope that's helpful. We give thanks to your ancestors for being here, and lots of love to you. Till next time, take care. Okay, welcome group 2 to your ancestor message. We have eucalyptus today, burning for our ancestors. And we're going to burn just a bit of the tobacco. Let's do a little with paper, just to activate the energy. Oh my God, it smells so good. So this is a collective message. That means, you know, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. The messages may be for you. They may be for someone else. So let us begin. We invite your ancestors to come close, sending any messages that they would like for you to become aware of. And I really kind of asked them to focus on acknowledging what's happening in your life, what kind of things that you're going through, especially if you're feeling lonely or, oh my gosh, my smoke alarms are going to go off. Paper went crazy. There we go. That's actually funny because for this for this message, like group 2, the ancestor energy was like very like it was feeling like Aries, kind of like jump in, like let's go, like let's do it, let's go, let's do it. Like it, like restless, like anxious, like cannot wait to get started, cannot wait to get going. And that the paper just took off. Like that is perfect for this reading. So I asked them to send messages that you would know that it's them, that you would know that they see what's happening in your life and are supporting you. Even though they aren't physically here, they're sending their support and their love to you in these times. So let's start with a few oracle cards. We've got tarot decks over here too. We'll pull some from there. Ancestors, what messages would you like to send to group 2 here? This one. Transformation. Okay. Got some sounds coming through. A clock ticking. A clock ticking. Or a watch. It sounds like a watch. Like a pocket watch or a watch. A bird whistle? Or the ability to whistle like a bird? Whistling. I'm not sure. Whistling. Any other cards from this deck for group 2? Bananas. Fresh banana smell. Whoa. Okay. All right, so far we have transformation, greet the darkness, and grief. Let's get some tarot cards. Ancestors, what is our message for group 2 today? Any messages from this deck? Whoa, baby. Any messages from this deck for group 2? Any other cards from this deck? Oh my goodness. Going through it, huh, boo? Feels like a bit of a challenging time. Okay. So sometimes things need to change. They have to change. And sometimes when we are refusing to change, it forces everything around us to change so that we have to change. Change is inevitable. It is the nature of all of creation to change, to expand, to move towards what comes next. If you are resistant to change in any area of your life, it really is almost inevitable that it will sort of fall apart to not really for the purpose of making you see that you have to change. It's like a natural product. Like it's not somebody making it fall apart to force you to change so you learn your lesson. It's nothing like that. It is the nature of expansion. The nature of creation is expansion. And when you are resisting that expansion, it's not everything around you that's breaking. It's like you are breaking it. You are breaking it by not allowing it to shift or evolve. So it will fall apart. It's kind of like, have you ever tried to like change gears in your car? Like, or like dropping, that's what it's like. Okay, here's a better analogy. It's like driving your car and then like slamming it into park. Like it breaks the transmission where you're like, I don't feel like going anymore. Slam it into park. And then like it disrupts all of the natural mechanics of the thing because you are interrupting momentum. You are interrupting the nature of the way things are supposed to go. So that feels really negative, and I don't like the way that came through, but I'm just going to leave it. It's going somewhere great, I can like promise, because we have we have these beautiful energies coming through in the Star and the Hermit, and strength, like powerful lion energy coming through, powerful hopeful, like optimism coming through, like finding the light at the end of the tunnel, because like look at all of this heavy dark energy. We have transformation, greet the darkness, and grief. I feel like I should cover up our naked tatas here. just a little peeking out. That's okay. That's okay. So allowing things to shift, allowing things to transform. It's worth mentioning that one of those things can be death. If you have, you know, if you have just lost someone, oh, that may be the someone that's here. And what they would like for you to know is that they did not die. They just transformed. They're still there. They are still around you. You can't use your human senses to interact with them anymore, but they are wanting to like cultivate a new relationship with you. Like they're wanting to still be there and still support you, but it is, in order for that to happen, you would need to allow yourself to be open to a different kind of relationship with them. A different kind of relationship that transcends human physical stuff. But they send you signs. Like these lions are just absolutely jumping out at me. I wonder if lions are a sign for you. I'm also drawn to Mufasa from The Lion King. Remember who you are. But they want to work with you. They want to. They want to. They've been trying to. They can't get through your grief. And this is not, so we're not trying to talk you out of your grief. Like you're just in a space where you're feeling the weight of loss, which is beautiful because it means you had something wonderful. And it didn't work out, or whatever the cause for the grief, the other side of it is that you have something to grieve. And so many people go through life without knowing that kind of love, or having that kind of relationship, or having that kind of connection, or having that kind of success, or having that kind of, like, so many people go through life with not that much to lose. So that you have loved and lost, like, speaks to your ability to love. And I think that's where the center of our message is going to focus, is your absolute strength lies in your ability to love. And this feels like going through like pretty intense with our Greet the Darkness. Parts of yourself that you did not think were worth loving, that you thought that probably nobody else would be able to love, and so definitely you don't love them. Like, there's parts of yourself that you just hate. This also feels like regret. This feels like guilt in the grief card. It feels like a really heavy energy pulling you apart, like from the inside. And I love that we have, so in the Eight of Swords, you know, the Eight of Swords is when you realize that all of the pain that you're feeling is like kind of, it's your own doing, and it won't feel that way when it's somebody else who has hurt you. But the way that you think about what has happened is what will continue to hurt you. It's how we inflict harm upon ourselves even long after the trauma has taken place. It's in the way that you think about the situation. It's in the way that you think about how it unfolded. And if you can sort of, especially in the Star, if you can rest in the knowing that there are no mistakes. There are no mistakes. There's only life. There's only existing. There's only adventure. There's only learning. There's only, like, we're just human. But we are forever connected to that divine part of ourselves that will always call us forward, that will always pull us forward. Sometimes things fall apart and break down to get us to keep moving, because there's something better up ahead. There's something better up ahead. Okay. So finding your hope, finding your power is really what this is. With the Star and the Strength card, this really feels like finding your power. And in Greet the Darkness, I feel like is where we get to that piece of ourselves where we realize that, yeah, it's been me. I'm the problem, it's me. Like, I'm the one that's been doing all of this. But I can also, since I'm the one that did all of it, I'm the one that gets to do whatever comes next. Yeah, I did that dumb thing. And now I'm going to do something different because that didn't feel good. I'm going to follow what feels good. That is a huge energy in the Eight of Swords, is understanding that the way you think about something is what is causing you to feel bad about it. And you have the power to shift how you think about it. You have the power to shift the way you think about something, and therefore shift your emotion. And the more you shift towards feeling better, the more you let yourself off the hook for whatever it is you're feeling guilty about, the more you care about feeling good and acknowledging that you deserve to feel good. There's a lot of solar plexus energy here in the Strength card too. Knowing your self-worth. It feels wrong to say you're only human. but that's what keeps like coming through. Like you're so much more than human, but also like you're only human. Like we do dumb shit, we make mistakes, we screw it up, but that's part of life. Like it isn't negative, it isn't bad, it just is. And it helps you shape your way forward. It helps you to find your way forward. It helps you to find your inner strength. It helps you to find your connection to source. It helps you to find your inner light and cultivate that. The more you become cut off from other people, the more your relationships don't work out, the more the money doesn't come, the more people you lose, the more bad stuff that happens, the more it puts you into a place where you see that you didn't ever need any of those things in the first place. And that's what gets us to our Hermit card, where you just are making peace with those dark parts of yourself. Do I even need to censor this? Like, does YouTube? I don't know. But this is where you come face to face with the dark parts of yourself, and you acknowledge that it isn't serving anybody, especially you, to continue resisting them, to continue hating them. Guilt does not serve you at all, ever. Like, it really does not ever help anyone else. It doesn't undo what's been done. It only takes your power and takes your peace and prevents you from creating joy moving forward. So if you are able to like let that go, and I feel like, so this is not the kind of message I would normally like deliver, and this feels like something from this ancestor, that they are wanting to help you move through this, that they are wanting to let you know that you are supported. It's not your fault. This isn't your fault. Like, whatever is happening right now, there's nothing you could have done differently. It just is the natural evolution of your path. It is the natural evolution of you. It's the natural becoming of you. You are all you need. Like, you are all you need. You have everything within. And that's a horrible thing to try and tell someone who feels like they just lost everything. I feel like. Can we have some more gentle words? Can we have some gentle encouragement here, please, for this collective? Group 2. Oh, so we're coming into the 3 of Cups, where there is relief, like, and even like, so this is like all kind of like dark and shadowy, and we do have the sun here, but it's still like mostly like black and white. And finally we have like a sunrise. Like, we have a sunrise in the 3 of Cups. We have people gathering around you. It's a sunrise on the horizon. It is a beautiful energy of a fresh start. It also feels a little bit like reconciliation. It feels like joyful conversation. And this feels like a pretty significant thing. Like, whatever you're going through, they're not letting me see like through and deep and past a lot of stuff that I'm like, my brain is wanting me to to try and see into. So they're not giving me any specifics on really what's happening. But the product of what you're going through, and it feels important to say, like, none of these are lessons. It's not, you're not being put to the test. It's not, no one is judging you. No one is putting you, no one is testing you. No one is assigning you lessons, not even your higher self. There is only you and the way that you feel. And the way that you feel is what shapes what comes next in your life. So when you are feeling bad and feeling guilty, you can kind of guess what comes next, like more things to feel bad and to feel guilty about. So reclaiming your power over those thoughts opens up everything else for you. It opens up so quickly. And this is like a pivotal point in your life. It only gets easier from here. It only gets easier from here. You find the spark within. You find the strength within. This also feels crazy because I'm telling you things that I feel like you don't, like you already know. Why is it coming through? I'm so sorry. I'm trying to like not get tangled up in the energy, but like my mind is curious. Let me step aside. Hold on. Group 2, I got too involved in your reading. I'm so sorry. I was like trying to be protective. I was like trying to stand up for you and be like, they don't need to hear all that. Like, stop. But also, like, I'm not your ancestor. We invited ancestor energies, and they're very, like, I'm getting a Capricorn energy. And I equate, because you know how, like, Capricorn, they call Capricorn the father of the zodiac and Cancer the mother of the zodiac. And Cancer energy is like very nurturing. Like, let me take care of that for you. Let me make dinner for you. Let me get you a blankie and snuggle you up and sing you a lullaby. And that's how I'm going to take care of you. And Capricorn is like, I'm going to push you down this mountain so that you have to learn to climb your way back up. And in that pushing you off and you having to climb your way back up, you will learn that you, on your own 2 feet, are all you ever need. You will learn that you have all of the strength, that you have all of the power, that you have all of the wisdom within you that you could ever need. So you can spend a whole lifetime of going through something coddled and soothed and comforted, or you can go through it the hard way. And this feels like you're going through a Capricorn energy where you were pushed to the bottom of the mountain and you have to claw your way back up. It's in the choosing to ascend the mountain again that you find all of these things. You find your strength, you find the light, you find the fullness of who you are. All right, let's get you an animal spirit and then we will be done for today. Ooh. Dragonfly. Truth transcends illusion. Okay. So the tricky illusion that we're trying to move away from is that illusion of control, that illusion of gripping so tightly to something because you're afraid it's going to change into something that you don't want. It's in the releasing of it, it's in the allowing of it to unfold that you get to see what it really, really is. If you are holding on tight to something and trying to steer it in a certain direction, it can only go so far because you're the one steering. If you let go and just allow, if you allow it to unfold, if you allow it to go where it naturally goes, you get to see what it really is. Because when you are gripping it, you're not seeing what it really is. You're not experiencing life for what it really is. You're only experiencing life based on what you are forcing it to be, based on the way that you are manipulating things or manipulating it into what you think that you need it to be. And it isn't real. It isn't authentic. It's not an authentic experience in this life. And all of these things are for the purpose of breaking apart that illusion. So we've got like some tough love in here. We've got tough love. We've got some deep truths for you to make peace with. And then dragonfly just being a beautiful symbol, a beautiful sign from this ancestor, something that you can look for each day. They also have a crown. Dragonfly with a crown. Okay. Oh my goodness. That is our message for you today. Group 2, thank you so much for being here. I love you so much. Please take care. Okay. Welcome, Group 3. This is your timeless ancestor message. We are offering them wine and chocolate and also some eucalyptus here. And I invite you to just come into this moment, take a nice deep breath, wherever you are. You don't have to close your eyes or anything, but just come into this moment. Forget about where your thoughts were before this. Forget about where your thoughts need to go after this, and just be here with us in this moment. We invite your ancestors to come closer for Group 3. All right, and let's begin. Reminder, this is a collective message, so take what resonates and move past what doesn't. Some of these messages may be for you, they may be for someone else. Thank you for being here. And what is our ancestor message for Group 3? Oh. Okay. What is our message for Group 3? Oh. Sorry, I have to fix my chair. I'm like way too low. Okay, there we go. All right, Group 3. This is trying to pop up through. Ancestor message, Group 3. All right, we've got choosing your path, breaking trail, and ascending a mountain. I smell French fries. They did say that they would offer some smells. Death and the Tower. I feel like this one's trying to pop out. Two of Swords. Okay. There's our message for Group 3. There's also the sound of a door, like a familiar creaking door, like maybe like a back door. A door that you've opened a million times in your life, but not anymore. It's a door you don't have access to anymore. Whoa. So we definitely have an ending. There's something that definitely has ended for you. And preparing to move ahead. Any other cards from this deck? That feels like it. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alrighty. So I invited the ancestors to kind of speak to anything going on in your life, like anything that they would like to acknowledge so that you don't feel so alone in your journey. Like, sending messages that they see you, they are with you. So let's, this is almost like a puzzle. Mm-hmm. Getting a Virgo energy coming through too. This ancestor feels like they were very organized. Like they may have had like collections of things, but very organized. I feel like they also like to tell stories. They might have told the same story a lot, but they like to tell stories. All right, so let's jump into the reading. So what we have here is a pretty significant shift for you. In the Ten of Swords, Death, the Tower, and Breaking Trail, this feels like something that has, it kind of needed to end for a long time. It feels like you were really done with it for a long time, but we're not able to really like move out of it. So something having happened to shake it apart, to shake it loose. And this feels like liberation. Like this really feels like freedom. I don't know if we think about that often, like with the Tower, but anytime a structure or a relationship or a job, or like anytime something is not serving you and you've known it for a long time, like it sucks up so much of your power and so much of your mental energy, because you're having to consistently talk yourself into staying and talk yourself into making the best of it and talk yourself into like not leaving. It's a daily activity of talking yourself into showing up, and it's exhausting. And anytime you know that something isn't working and you stay anyway, it really, really can deplete your energy and your creativity and your life force. So it comes to a place where it either has to turn into something else or be moved on from. So this feels like moving on. Like with the Ten of Swords and Death, there's like almost no mistake. Like this is something that is just not for you anymore. And you knew it. And it feels like, because there's not a lot of grief. Like this is a very light energy. This is something, it's almost a relief. Like it's a relief because you have freedom now. You are free from having to talk yourself into being in wherever you were. You are now completely liberated from having to participate in whatever that was. And now you find yourself in the space of what comes next for me. And this choosing your path, it feels strongly kind of like a Two of Wands energy, where you're like, well, I know where I've been and I didn't that's not for me. So I'm going to look somewhere else, far away. And realizing that you really have like unlimited opportunities, unlimited potential. And in the Two of Swords, it feels like wanting to do this on your own. So in this particular Two of Swords, it feels like needing to protect yourself by kind of like doing it on your own for a while. Not that you're afraid of anyone hurting you, but it's just like you coming back into harmony, like you coming back into your center and not wanting any distractions, like not wanting the influence of other people. Because there could have been some of that, especially in the Ten of Swords. Sometimes there's like mental abuse happening, either from a boss or a partner or a family member. Like sometimes there is also like judgment where people are nonstop like criticizing everything you do. And in this Two of Swords energy, there's like a natural protection that happens when you're like, I just don't want to hear it. Like, I don't want your opinion. I don't want your 2 cents. I don't care. I am doing my own thing, period. And that's what this becomes. So you choosing to kind of go on your own for a little while and see where that takes you. And as you keep moving, like as you choose where you want to go next, and it feels really easy because it feels like this ended a long time after it ended for you. And you had already been kind of playing with ideas in your mind about what to do next or where to go. And so you kind of already like had an idea of how you wanted to approach your path from here. And it feels like, so anytime we choose to ascend the mountain, it's because we are in the pursuit of greatness. It feels like you are wanting to do things that other people would have said are impossible. It feels like you have big sights, you have big visions. Like I think you're tapped into your potential. Like you recognize your own potential, even if other people don't. And I feel like whatever this is that ended, that's why it ended, because they did not believe in you. They did not see your true potential. They did not see your true power. The strong energy from this ancestor is yes. Like you were like a big fish in a small pond. You like were the smartest person in the room. You were too good for whatever situation you were in. And now that you have the freedom from that situation, you will remember your potential for greatness and immediately begin pursuing it. We are, jumping into that with the Page of Pentacles. This is the Daughter of Pentacles. And it's where you joyfully approach learning whatever it is that you are, like whatever this journey means for you. Maybe it's going back to school, maybe it's a career change, maybe it is developing or creating something, but maybe you don't quite know how to do it, or you don't maybe have exactly the qualifications to get whatever job you're looking for. You immediately jump into learning about how to do it. You immediately can't wait. You are not distracted by this ending of whatever has ended. You are only looking forward to what comes next. And you kind of allow yourself to be immersed in learning. And what that does for you is make it so that there's like an aha moment. It feels like there's like an epiphany. There's a moment where you're like, oh my God, I got it. And you see like everything just like snap into focus. And from there, it is just like full steam ahead. There's also like galloping in the sounds. I don't know if we talked about it, but there's like hooves. There was like galloping hooves in one of the sounds with our backdoor noise. Maybe a farm. Maybe this ancestors like from a farm or had horses or hiccups. I also really love that we have this pentacle here. Our horse, ready to run full steam ahead, is powered by the sun, the moon, the stars. Like, this feels like just such a crazy restriction around who you were. Like, you were so... They tried. That's what was happening. Like, whatever the situation was, they were trying so hard to cut you off from your own light. And it just couldn't happen. Like, you're just not that person. You're not that person that can be put into a box. You're not that person that can be controlled or told what to do or criticized or judged. Like, that just, it isn't you. And you moving out of that situation, everything you do from here on will just be a reflection of your remembering of your power, of your light. And you carry that with you full steam ahead into this adventure. Really, really beautiful. Let's get you an animal, a spirit animal. What animal spirit would our ancestors like to... Oh, we have frog again. What? We have frog and swan. Clear out the clutter and time for a deep dive. We had frog spirit in our group 1 reading, and it feels the same way. Like, there's in this energy of the Tower and death and the 10 of Swords, like heavy stuff, right? In this energy, it usually takes people sometimes a while, like, to recover and to pick up the pieces of themselves and like put themselves back together and figure out how to move forward. That is not you. Like, you are just so ready for a new life. You are so ready to be the person you came here to be. And you just leap. You just like really like quantum leap into the version of yourself that is ready to go. And then in our swan spirit, there's a little bit of a call to, but hold on, like, don't jump ahead so far, because there's still things to consider. There's still things to think about. There's still things to, it doesn't, well, yeah, there's a healing energy here. Oh, yeah. This is a time for healing. And it feels like the two work in tandem. I feel like you wanting to like jump ahead and move forward is a little bit of just trying to escape from this situation and put it as far behind you as you possibly can, as fast as you can. And then the call from our swan is to honor your energy. And also from this ancestor, the advice is not to slow down, go slow, journal your feelings. Like, it's not anything like that. It is more like, be graceful with your energy. When you, like, go ahead, jump, go, you know what you want to do. You are finally, it's going to feel like you are finally aligned with exactly who you've always meant to be and what you want to do and where you want to go. And like, the natural energy wants to move forward, and that's beautiful. Jump in, move forward, let it be joyful, but understand that there's some stuff going on beneath the surface. That's what our time for a deep dive is. There are some unprocessed emotions that might bubble up there are some things that might just call for your energy or call for your awareness to be present at certain times. So when that happens, just be gentle with yourself. Just take a nap. Just take a day off work. Just, like be mindful of your energetic needs and know that, at the moment you're feeling good and you want to jump in and just go. But there will be days where you are going to be really sad. There are going to be days like you're going to have like a little like up and down. And that's okay. It's okay to have low days, is our swan spirit message. It's okay to have low days. You are healing on those days too. You are healing as you work towards what comes next. You are healing as you take a day off to cry in bed. It's a healing process, and to just be graceful with yourself. Beautiful. So I feel like we could go a little bit deeper in a couple of areas, but I feel like the ancestors are happy. Happy that this came through the way it came through. Happy to support you on your journey. Yeah. So I think that that's our message for you today. Thank you so much for being here. I love you so much. Please take care. Till next time.